Yo, so you already know it's Zone here from Ignite Within once again. Once again, check out the website. As always, I'm about to add a blog to it and just add a whole bunch of value, content for you. So today's topic is going to be journaling. Journaling has absolutely been one of the most life-changing things I have done. And it's specifically called bullet journaling, I guess. And for me, I just do like check boxes. I just write it out back to back, the things I want to do with check boxes. And so first, I want to say why this is so important. So first off, man, most people are living life either very out of it, apathetically. They just don't care about anything. They're just going through life, just going through life, not even caring about nothing. And then the other people are just miserable. There's not that many people, as I observe, who are really super into life, super engaged, super happy and passionate. And I think a lot of it comes from us being run by our unconscious and by our subconscious, which is a lot of stuff that we're not paying attention to. And by journaling, I think that you hold yourself accountable and you get to look and see what habits are making you more happy, what habits are having you more on top of things, and just be able to figure out, like, why is this stuff not working? Why am I going in these cycles? Why is this stuff happening? If you keep track of everything you're doing, past, present, future, all journaled and written down, then you can track and figure out what's going on. So next, I'm going to say how I do it. So I know there's a lot of videos about bullet journaling, about how to get things done and all that. And for me, I just keep it real simple. So I just write down the night before, I write down what I want to do. So everyone has those times where you want to do these things, you know what you have to get done. You wake up the next day and you don't get any of them done. And I think that for many of us, we have this problem, and sometimes it can be years. You could have been like, I'm trying to get this done. That's the simplest thing. And then it's years have gone by and you still haven't done it because you're not even thinking about it. You're run by your unconscious. You're run by your DNA. All you're thinking about is food, sex. A lot of people are on drugs. They're just focused on that stuff. They're just numbing their minds, looking at entertainment, looking at the news and TV, going on social media, spending all your time on it, and not getting the things that you want to get done. So, by writing it down, you can now actually know, like, a lot of times you don't even realize how much time is going by, how much you're procrastinating on it. You write it down, you wake up, you look at it, and then you see, I'm trying to get these things done today. Now you can see it. And then there's two things that happen because of this. And this is the most crazy thing about it for me. The most important thing about it for me is that when you write it down, you have these check boxes. Once you get this stuff done and you check it off, it makes you feel good. It truly makes you it balances your brain out and releases dopamine. It makes you less depressed. Like being able to get just these things that you want to do done, you will get them done and you will move in a positive direction, and you will also feel good at the same time. It's just amazing. And then the other thing is, if you don't do it and you actually do stay consistent with the journal, because a lot of times you might fall off or you stop doing it and you don't want to do the journal anymore because it's making you pay too much attention to yourself, and you want to just go back and just be a purposeless bum. So, if you write it down, you have the check boxes, and then you don't do it, you look at that, man, that stuff hits you, you're like, dang, this is the simplest thing, and I couldn't do it. I have no control over myself. You really feel bad. You really feel bad. And that's why I think it's amazing, because it really holds you accountable. And if you don't stop doing it, you will start doing the things you need to get done, because that stuff feels terrible. when you cannot control yourself and just get done simple things that you want to do. No one's telling you you want to do this stuff. This is when you are about to go to bed and you think, what do I really want to do? And you write it down and then you don't do it. That hits your brain. Like, you do not feel good when that happens. And you feel great when you get it done, though. You just keep making that consistent progress, and you can see yourself getting better, getting more productive. Maybe when you first start, you're not getting everything done. Eventually, you start getting everything done. Eventually, you can start putting more things on your plate. And with that said, that will lead me into the next thing. And that is that you gotta, what I've learned in doing this is that, man, we really want to, a lot of people, man, I'll have a lot of ambitions. Like I was saying, people are apathetic or whatever. Even those people, they still got ambitions, man. We're really ambitious. A lot of us feel at least the desire for a purpose. And I think a lot of times we get into things, but then we burn ourselves out. So what I've learned is that you really can't just go full force and hit something, in a straight line. Just make steady, linear progress up like that. It's really a spiral. You go down and you go up. But what happens when you try to do it without paying attention, keeping it tethered, you will go up and then crash down. You're going to go up and try to do something without balancing yourself out first. And life will literally take you by your throat, rip you right back down into the mud, say, get back where you belong, boy. You don't belong up there. So, but if you do it slowly and you go up, go down a little bit, go up, go down a little bit, you actually make the steady progress and you won't burn yourself out. You can keep the energy maintained. So, as you're doing this, this is what my journal looks like. It's not very organized. I got some doodles and stuff here. Mine is just, I just write it straight up. The boxes are right next to it. And when you do it, you gotta think to yourself, don't just get too ahead of yourself. Like, you gotta think to yourself, can I really do it? Like, think to yourself, what do I want to do? And then think to yourself, given the way I am and how I know myself to be, imagine the day, imagine yourself there. Will I really be able to do it, or will I fall back and not do it? Make it stuff that's realistic, that you know you could do, because that's the only thing that you will do. You can't just write down and just be a dreamer and just be like, I'm going to do all this stuff, because only thing that you can do is what you could do. So only write down what you realistically could do. Evaluate that, because you really want to be getting the stuff done. It makes you feel good. If you fail too much at it, you're not going to be able to keep it up, because it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt you too much. Like, it's really going to hurt you. And then you're going to just want to throw the journal away. So keep it realistic. Evaluate yourself on how you're feeling. And actually that goes into the next thing. So for mine, I don't just write down the stuff I want to do. I write down a reflection at the end of the day. So I write down how I was feeling. I map out like how I was feeling. I relate that to what I was doing at the time that I was feeling that, or what I may have been doing yesterday that might have impacted me feeling that way today. And then I just write down thoughts that came into my mind, realizations I had, anything. It's just like, that's my journal time. I write down journal stuff, because then you can see over time, like, okay, I was feeling kind of down these times. What was I doing? And you can see the patterns. Like, okay, when I'm running every day, I feel kind of down. But when I run every other day, I feel really good. And you can track your progress. You can do so much stuff with journaling. I keep it simple, but you can go so much further with it. And it's so important. It's so important. Another thing I do is I track my dreams. Because you got to pay attention to your subconscious too. I'm saying, you got a lot of traumatic things that happen to you in life, and this stuff gets into your subconscious and you don't realize how it's influencing you. You're not balancing yourself out. You're not emptying yourself so you can fill yourself up right. You gotta pay attention to your subconscious, and your dreams tell a lot that you may not be able to see if you're not tracking your dreams. So I just finally want to say, once again, how important this is. And I just want to say, for me, like, man, I was really in a tough situation. I was in a rough place. I was really depressed, man. I was not feeling good, man. And I started journaling like this, and it really changed things for me, man. And I've been pretty inconsistent with it ever since I've been doing it. I've never been doing it consistently until now. And that I started doing it consistently, I can really see, like, 100% how much of an impact this really has. This is so important. This is so important. And especially, I know there's some people who already plan their lives out, like, they don't even need to worry about this. They're like, oh, I don't care about this. I already planned. That's all I do. For me, man, I never planned ever. And now doing this, it's really life-changing, man. You might be in a bad situation, running by your unconscious, run by your emotions, base, like primal desires. You do this stuff, and it really has you making progress. And everything. You can see, man, you can see more clearly what you need to be doing. Because a lot of people, alright, man, so a lot of people, they say, I need to go look for my purpose. I need to go find myself. But they're not doing anything. You can't find something without looking. You gotta actually go do stuff. So, doing this, like, you start doing stuff. You start getting stuff done. And then you can see where you're trying to go next. You can see what you're trying to do next. Everything just becomes more clear. This is amazing, man. Get you a journal and start doing it every night. Every night. Write down what you want to do. Keep track of stuff so you can look back on it. Man, it's really crazy. That's about it. I might do a part 2 because I'm probably going to think of some more stuff that I didn't say. Because I don't plan these videos out. I just sit down in front of the camera, and I don't even think about what topic I want to talk about. I just sit down and start talking. So, that's it.